Hello everyone. Welcome to Tales of Light. Have you ever felt a small spark become a wildfire in seconds? What if I told you a boy learned to stop that fire in just a breath? Pause, think about that. This is his story. Sam was 12. Small for his age, quiet mostly. He loved drawing tiny maps of places he imagined. He loved the way rain smelled on old pavement. He kept a notebook he called Plans for Calm. But there was something Sam didn't understand. Emotions came first. They came like sudden thunderstorms. A small insult, a lost game, a spilled cup. They could turn his chest tight and his hands shaky. Most times it happened before he knew it. At school, Sam had friends. He wasn't lonely, but sometimes he reacted in ways he didn't like. Once, a boy bumped into him during class. Sam snapped. He shouted. The words left his mouth like stones. Everyone stared. The boy left in tears. Sam felt a strange kind of shame, like cold water on his skin. He wanted to pull the words back. He couldn't. At home, his mother asked him about the day. He lied at first. Then he couldn't hold it. He told her everything. She didn't scold him. She sat with him, quiet. She said, "You can learn to stop the storm. You just need a few small rules." Those words felt odd. Stop the storm. Sam had always believed emotions were like weather. You could only wait them out. But his mother showed him something small, simple, a trick she used when work was hard or when bills pile up. She called it the 3 breaths. She also told him about grandfather. Grandfather lived by a river. He collected smooth stones. He said each person had a worn stone inside them. When you let anger roll over you, the stone got rougher. When you breathed and watched, the stone smoothed again. Sam liked the idea. It was small. It was believable. Practice sounds easy on a page. Real life is louder. 2 weeks later, there was a big art project due. Sam had worked for days on a model of a little town. He had hidden tiny details only he would notice. On the day to present, a classmate, Aaron, joked loudly, "Is that a Lego town?" Laughter. Sam felt the old spark. His chest tightened. Heat rose in his face. He remembered the 3 breaths. He tried one. The room watched. The second breath came. His hands trembled. On the 3rd breath, the teacher called his name. Sam stood. Inside, a different voice said, "Shout. Make them stop." The old path tugged. But then he recalled the river stone story. He imagined the stone in his palm. He imagined it smoothing with his breath. He stepped forward slowly. He didn't shout. He spoke. His voice was small at first. He described why each tiny detail mattered. He told the story behind a little painted bench in his model. Faces turned quiet. No one laughed at the bench. But it wasn't over. Later that day, in the courtyard, Aaron shoved Sam hard for dropping his sketchbook. A crowd gathered. Anger crackled back through Sam like static. Muscles ready to spring. He could have hit back. He could have shouted for teachers. He could have walked away and let the shame settle. Sam felt ready to explode. He gripped his bag strap until his knuckles hurt. He heard his mother in his head. 3 breaths. Name the feeling. Act kind when you can. He exhaled. He did something small. He said, "I'm angry." The words surprised him. Saying it did not make it worse. Saying it made the anger look smaller. Aaron blinked. The shove had power. But Sam stepped back. He picked up his sketchbook, dusted it. He said, "You didn't have to push me." Not a yell, not a whisper, plain. Aaron shrugged. The crowd shifted. The moment lost heat. It didn't fix everything, but Sam felt something change inside. He did not like how the anger had felt, but he liked how he'd held it. Weeks went by. Sam practiced quietly. He named feelings. He breathed. He kept the stone in his pocket like a tiny teacher. He found new tricks too. He learned to count to 5 while he inhaled. He learned to step to the side and reframe the moment. Then it happened. The school announced a charity fundraiser. Teams would run a small festival. Sam said yes to help build the model village again. He was excited. He wanted to make something beautiful. On the day, a stall appeared out of nowhere. Rain pounded the tents. The wind tore at paper decorations. The stage for student speeches collapsed. Supplies flew. People panicked. Parents worried. The mayor was due to arrive. A lot rested on the students finishing the village. Chaos is a storm of emotions. Voices grew loud. Teachers barked orders. Someone blamed Sam's team for not securing a model house. Aaron stood by, arms crossed. His eyes were hard. He shouted at Sam in front of everyone. "You ruined it." For a second, Sam felt the old thunder. His chest tight. The river stone seemed to weigh twice as much. He could feel every eye. If he lost it now, the fallout would be big. He imagined grandfather's river. He felt the cool water. He thought of his mother's 3 breaths. He thought of the kids who hoped the festival would help families. Sam did not run. He did not shout. He planted his feet like the roots of a small tree in wind. He took one slow breath. He named the feeling quietly. "I'm scared and angry." He didn't say it to call attention. He said it to himself. Then he looked at Aaron and the crowd and said, "We can fix this together." Not a lecture, not a plea, a simple plan. He asked 2 classmates to hold the tent flaps. He asked another to gather the scattered mini houses. He tied a loose string with quick, clever knots he'd learned from his grandfather. He worked, and another, and soon many hands followed. People stopped shouting. The storm was still outside. But inside the work steadied things, a parent later said. He led without yelling. That was the strangest thing to hear. Sam believed it, but half suspected luck. Later, in the quiet after the rain, Aaron came up and handed Sam a soggy sketchbook. He mumbled, "Guess I overreacted." Sam nodded. He felt tired but oddly proud. He had not controlled everything. He had controlled the moment he could. That mattered. A week later, Sam walked by the river. He took a pebble from his pocket and rolled it between his fingers. It was smooth. He remembered the festival. He remembered the shoves. He remembered saying, "I'm angry." He learned 3 things that mattered. First, naming a feeling makes it less like a storm and more like weather you can see. Say it out loud if you must. "I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm embarrassed." The feeling becomes smaller and easier to move around. Second, breathing slows the thunder. It doesn't take the feeling away. It gives you space. Space lets you choose how to act. Use 3 breaths, or 5 counts, or a step back. Make it a simple habit. Third, action is different from reaction. Reacting is a blow. Acting is a choice. Choose small, helpful acts. Pick up the sketchbook. Tie the knot. Apologize if needed. Small acts build trust. Small acts calm your inside. Sam still lost his temper sometimes. He still felt hot and messy. He was only human. But he had tools. He had a pebble in his pocket and a notebook with plans. He had learned that control wasn't about holding feelings in. It was about meeting them with curiosity, naming them, breathing, and then choosing. If you want one single thing to try today, here it is. The next time your heart begins to race, stop. Breathe in slowly to 5. Breathe out slowly to 5. Say the feeling a single word. Then ask, what can I do that helps right now? The answer is rarely to strike back. It's usually something small and brave. So here's the truth. Controlling your emotion fast is not about being perfect. It's about having tools. It's about naming the storm, breathing, and choosing to act. It's about small practice every day. If Sam can learn it, so can you. Try the 3 breaths. See the feeling. Do one small kind thing. That's how the wild heart grows steady. If this story helped you, please like the video. Share it with someone who gets angry too fast. Comment 1 word below, the feeling you want to master. And I'll read a few. Subscribe to Tales of Light for more quiet stories that teach loud lessons. Thank you for listening. Breathe. 1, 2, 3.